few years ago, tour groups would be regularly taken around this part of Europe. But with martial law in place, there are no commercial flights, and men under 60 can't leave Ukraine. For one Ukrainian tour guide, trips now focus on discovering his nation's local culture and natural beauty. Alexander Homenkum says the COVID-19 pandemic helped prepare him for being a tour guide during the conflict in Ukraine. But these remain uncharted territories for those in the tourism industry.
One colleague of mine now organizes tours for Ukrainian refugees in Stockholm, and another works in the kitchen. Out of those who stayed in Ukraine, only I continue to work in the tourism business.
Ukraine's economy contracted in 2022 by more than 30%, with inflation rising by over 25%. The National Bank of Ukraine predicts the economy to pick up around 0.3% this year, but headwinds remain.
During the summer, around June, August, the job market started to recover, but this recovery was interrupted by heavy shelling and damage to critical infrastructure, when many enterprises were unable to operate due to lack of electricity. But this has been overcome, and we are seeing a gradual adaptation.
Some analysts estimate that a third of Ukrainians that had a job before the conflict escalated a year ago are currently unemployed, forcing many to come to unemployment centres like this one in Kyiv. According to those here, they have about 6,000 people in their database currently looking for work. The problem is there are only around 4,000 jobs in Kyiv available. Air alerts sounded moments after we met Allah at this unemployment centre. The former puppeteer spoke to us from a nearby shelter.
I worked in a library, and then after the start of the war, some of my colleagues and I were laid off. So I ended up in the employment centre and have been going there for 3 months.
The International Monetary Fund says the country could land sizable financial support going forward. Those here are counting on that economic recovery translating to better luck in their search for work. Denselow, CGTN, Kyiv.